Eastern Europe, one could not be faulted that the existential threat of global climate change was temporarily erased from our collective consciousness. Like war and the pandemic, the climate crisis has a profound impact on people's life globally. Facing them decisively and with a sense of urgency is an ethical imperative. On Monday, February 28, 2022, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change released working group its contribution to the sixth assessment report on impacts, adaptation, and vulnerability. The report confirms observations that climate impacts are already more widespread, occurring earlier and far more worse than expected. The report concluded that every fraction of a degree of additional warming will escalate threats to people, species, and ecosystems. Ladies and gentlemen, facing the climate crisis requires not only immediate action, but also establishing medium and long-term goals, which allow our development efforts to be directed along a low-emission, climate-resilient pathway with social, environmental, and economic considerations. In tune with Barbados' aspirational goal to achieve a fossil fuel-free economy and reduce greenhouse gas emissions across all sectors to as close to as zero as possible by 2030, the 2021 NBCFD sets out an economic-wide mitigation contribution. The proposed investments are aligned with the Reefs program, which is specifically geared and designed to strengthen resilience and adaptation, as well as to make mitigation contributions. The Barbados National Energy Policy, which commits to a clean energy future through a fossil fuel-free electricity and a clean transport sector, and actions that build resilience and improve efficiency in the waste and water resource sectors. The new goals and targets set out in Barbados of our NDC represents an increased ambition when compared to our first NDC first submitted in 2015, and demonstrates that Barbados, as minuscule as our emissions are, is committed to do as far as it could do in ensuring that we address the adverse impacts of climate change. I am especially heartened that this update was developed through a broad and multi-sectoral process of stakeholder engagement and representatives from the government, the private sector, civil society, and development partners. They all